Hello guys, today is another day for my weekly review. As you know, I am uploading my weekly video on my YouTube channel, Ballerin at 70. And today is another day, and as you see, I took about 8 trades in total. I have a 19% win rate. The net that I lose is about 65 of my capital, which is I found. But the first day of the week, I trade in demo account. I trade in demo account for one trade, continue finding my edge, to continue building my confidence. I take one trade in demo account, and the second trade, and my second trade is I found $300, and I lose about 60% of that capital. I think about $210 I lose in that in this week. And my risk to reward average is 1:5. My best setups, as you know, market mechanics in overlap, because even the market mechanics strategy, when I took this setup out of London New York overlap or out of high probability session, seriously I'm losing, because I backtest it and I forward-test it. Because I forward-test it, but not much, because it's about 20 to 30 trades that I took in forward-test, and I keep showing up, I keep testing it in live time. But in back testing, I have about 50. I have about 65%. About 35%. I mean, I'm very sorry. It's about 35%, and my average risk towards ratio is 1:5, and that is high profit. In backtesting, I have a strategy that has high profitability, but in execution, you know, we humans, we have emotion, we have different feelings that can make us to leave our plans or not execute the plans as we design. Then the worst setup is trading any setup out of my trading session. When I trade any setup in London or in New York close, I'm just losing profit, seriously. But I supposed to change this. That is the purpose of documenting every single trade that I do. Then how many trades follow my plans, which is trades that follows full model, are 4 trades. Out of those 4, I think I lose about 2 of them, but they follow plan. They follow my plan seriously. And the trades that are below my checklist are 4, because all the trades are 8. Most common mistake that I do in this week is trading out of my trading session and my plan, because the 4 are out of my plan and the 4 are within my plan. But those that are within my plan that I lose, it's a good lose for me. But the remaining 4 that I lose, which I trade out of my session, out of my risk limit percentage, this is my fault, and I supposed to adjust this. Am I forcing bad setup for PO3? Yes, I force about 3 trades. Seriously, what session and phase give me the base? London New York overlap is the session that gives me that it's aligned with my plan, and most of the trades that I win, it's the trade that I win exactly in that session. Then what the adjustment part? What is the one thing that I will adjust? For the next week, I will not trade, because I have the rule that I said, if I lose 50% of my capital, I will go 1 week off. And you see in this week, I lose about 60%. Then for the upper week, when I come back, I supposed to not take the trade out of my session. If there is setup, if my clean setup appears, I'll just take the trade. If not, I'll just abandon it. Then what is the one thing that I will add? Patience. Seriously, my patience, my endurance is so small. I am not enduring much. That is the purpose of me pulling the trigger everywhere and just shooting my blades like a machine gunner. Then what is the one thing to maintain? Keep showing up. Always, I keep showing up. And maybe keep showing up is the only things that I will just maintain, because nothing I do well as I plan, but I will just keep showing up, because always my mentor used to tell me that you are not a loser until you accept it. Yeah, I'm not a loser. I am losing profits. I'm losing my hard-earned money, but I am not a loser, because I did not give up. And I keep showing up. Then this is what I do for the entire week. As you see, let's start from the demo one, from the demo trade that I took for this week. let's start. Yeah, this is the first one that I took. As you see here is in demo. I did not get founded again because I want to build consistency on my own money or in paper trade. Before I get another founded because I am losing founded maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I lose about 3 founded. When I go back and realize all what I do, I see that I am losing I lose about 3 founded in just 2 months. Yeah, and what I realize is that when I'm trading, most of the time I don't have my personal time. That's why I am trying my best to make some profit or to pass some to pass some founded challenge, get my first withdrawal, get some cash that I will take care of myself for maybe 6 months. If I do so, I'll just I'll just quit any job that I'm doing right now, because when I see all the trades that I focus, I lack focus. When I focus on the trades in my session, I make it all the time. All the trades that I win and I follow my plan, I see that at that time I'm focusing. I do not lack any focus. That is why I say that I supposed to calm down, do something that it will help me to make these profits, or to make the profit that I will take care of myself maybe for next 6 months. Then I will quit any job and stay for I pursue full-time trades. As you see, this is my first trade. The purpose of me taking this trade, I see high probability, I see some bearish structure, and I took the trade. The second one, this is in demo, and this is the first trade in my life. As you see, I have targets 1:5, but it's moved about 1:3, and start reversing, and I break even. The price come and smash my TPASL and move on. And as you see, this is another trade. I place, as you see, I mark a regular structure and I follow your tree setup as I supposed to, but the price needs some liquidity and went down, swing down more before moving to my favor. Because this trade, if you see in chart, you will see that the trade goes in my way. And this one is in same day. I press a limit order, start showing like I'm in profits, and I just lose the trade again, as you see. And that's one is the trade that I took. And this trade, seriously, when I place the trade, I'm calm, waiting, and everything goes as I had planned. Then I'm working or I'm doing my job. Then I see the price like it's showing the sign that it will move further, and I shift it, take profit. After the price went where I think, and it started reversing and it's pulled back, as you see, aggressively, then I place the take profit again below my first target. And you see, this is an emotional action, because if I wait for the first time, it will just smash my TP without me doing some arrangement or changing the plan or changing my plan. Then this is the fifth trade, as you saw, the fourth trade. As you see, I see a good break of structure here. I wait the price to come from the order block that have the fair value, and it scams, mitigates me. But after, and this trade I took out of my prison, seriously, I took in New York close, in London close, maybe I would say in London close, and that is the purpose of me losing the trade. But after, it's really just some liquidity and move on my way. And this one, straightforward, I overtrade, I overleverage, I placed this one I think is in night in West African time, and usually it's about 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. London overlap, and I took the trade out of the Kazan. And the last one I lose about 17%, which in total I make some profit in that week, but because I lack what I will say, I lack risk management, I lose all the profit that I make for the week, and I am about minus 65% of my capital or 63% of my capital. That is all what I do for the week, and don't forget that the journey is mine. See you in the next video.